Hello everyone and welcome to an acrylic painting video. I have not done an acrylic painting in so long, it's ridiculous. I can't even remember the last one I did. It was probably at least 6 months ago, which I'm ashamed to admit that, but I got really into gouache for a while and neglected acrylics. But here I am, delving back into it, and I have to say, this is really fun. It always seems intimidating at first, but once you get into it, it is so therapeutic. First, let me just say, if you are new to my channel and this is the first video you've ever seen, feel free to subscribe and introduce yourself down below to join the art family. I love to hear from you guys, and I love when newcomers swing by and just say hello down below. And I love to reply back to you guys as much as possible, so feel free to just say what you want down below and I will take a look at it. So this painting may have a familiar feel to it. Do you know why? Huh? Well, I did a series last year, and it probably lasted about 2 years. It was called the Creatures of Peace series, and it was just a bunch of acrylic paintings with all these creatures, and I thoroughly enjoyed it so much. So this is something similar, but I'm starting a new series with this one, and this is called Creatures from Another Planet. So what this will be is a series of acrylic paintings, and the creatures will all look very similar because they're from another planet, but they're all from the same planet. So they're going to be these very albino creatures that kind of have this glowy feel to them, and their appendages, they're not really fingers, they're just these pointy, wispy things, and their eyes are the main characteristic that I want to focus on. I want their eyes to just kind of seem mysterious enough that you just can't tell if they're looking at you. And when you look into them, it's like this abyss, kind of. Like sometimes it'll resemble a galaxy, some sort of aurora, something like that. And they'll just have very interesting colors just woven through them, but it's mostly these big dark eyes. So I really hope you enjoy it. And I would first like to discuss my process, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about the meaning behind this piece. So the process. Usually I lay down a really dilute, warm color on my white canvas, but I did not do that this time. See, I would originally do that and then paint the blue over it. I don't know why I like to do that. I just kind of learned it in a painting class to kind of like let that base color show through, but I just forgot to this time. I don't really think it's that necessary anyway. So I laid down my blue and I kind of blended on canvas. I know you watched this happen like 2 minutes ago, so you're probably like, Miranda, we know, we saw it. But I just want to catch you up. I did that and then kind of laid down some white and did some wet on wet blending. And I didn't really draw the shapes ahead of time. I just kind of painted them on. I've been doing that lately with acrylic. I just don't really draw the picture beforehand. I mean, I do on another sheet of paper, but sometimes not on the canvas. So now I'm just kind of touching up the eyes, and then I keep going back to this fur or feathery, whatever this creature's skin is made of. And I keep trying to shade it as I go. But this was a struggle because I couldn't get too ahead of myself, since a lot of the surroundings were going to influence the shading on the skin. So you'll see what I'm talking about as I go. It's totally okay. But the story, let's talk about that for a minute. Oh, first of all, back to the little crystals in its hand. The shading on that was not wet on wet. I waited until all the layers kind of dried so it would look more realistic. But the story. Okay, so these are called creatures from another planet, and we don't know how they got here. I'm not sure if they know how they got here, but something happened that kind of dispersed a bunch of these creatures to come to our world, and they're all from the same world. Who knows where that is? But they don't really know where they are yet, and they're here on Earth, and they kind of just have objects with them sometimes. Sometimes they're looking at objects that we would use, and they're not really sure what it is. So this creature here has this crystal that came from their world, and he's just looking at it because that's the only thing here that's even remotely familiar. Everything around him is very unknown, and it's scary, and all that unfamiliarness just kind of makes him stay secluded here on this rock and just stare at the only thing that makes him feel like he's somewhat close to home. So this painting, I feel, is very relatable for us in other ways because sometimes we are surrounded by a lot of the unknown and it's intimidating. For instance, when we go to college, when we start a new job, when we move across town, across the state, maybe even across the country, who knows? But these unknown feelings of, wow, I don't know any of my surroundings, I don't know any of these people, that can be kind of daunting, and that's what this creature is experiencing. He knows he's going to have to get up off this rock eventually and go out there, meet people, find out where he is, find a home, that kind of stuff. So that's the meaning behind this. If you like this piece and you would like to own it, I will have the original and prints in my store. So you can go ahead and check my video description down below for the link. And, oh yeah, I forgot. I wanted to tell you guys that I'm having a fall sale. So if you use the coupon fall sale, you'll literally get 15% off in my shop on like any purchase. And that expires October 15th, so it's good until then. But the reason why I'm having a fall sale is because I have a lot of leftover grab bags from the summer and just a lot of stuff I'd like to clear out of my shop, especially originals, so go ahead and check that out if you want a good discount. Some of the prices have actually already been lowered, plus you can layer that wonderful coupon code on top of it. So yeah, if you're feeling that, go ahead and check it out. I also have some new things coming to my channel soon. Since fall is officially here, I am going to be doing 2 videos a week soon. That will probably start sometime in mid-October, so keep a lookout for that. But I want your input, so if you're still sticking around and you're listening to me ramble, let me know what you want to see on my channel. I'm going to do 2 videos a week, so I was thinking maybe 1 art video and maybe, I don't know, would you like a tutorial, a DIY video, something more vloggy so you can get to know me better? What do you want to see? Let me know in the comments. I love to hear from you, especially when it comes to what you would like to see on my channel. Anyway, I'm just about wrapping it up, so I'm just going to stop here, but thank you so much for watching, and I hope you liked this. I'm super pumped to get back into this series. And here we are. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and thanks for watching. See you soon.